somebody is not only about you taking their life. This has changed my family drastically. It has changed me as a person. I view the world differently. I view people differently. I smile, I joke, I laugh. I have a lot of personality. But part of me is dead inside. And I don't think it'll ever be revived.
Welcome back. That was Rosey Rosemond on Amara Cofer's podcast, Black Girl Gone, talking about the lasting impact her sister Charlene's unsolved murder had on her entire family. Your son, who's 16, was born 2 weeks after Charlene was murdered. Yeah. I think, again, which we talked about before, people forget the impact that this was someone's sister, daughter, friend. The district county attorney, when they solved this case, or announced that there was an arrest, I should say, in her statement, she said, Charlene Rosemond was a promising and hardworking young woman with a whole life ahead of her. We allege today that she was taken advantage of and murdered by two men who were willing to take her life for $4,000. The individual charged was always a person of interest. When we spoke, what was speculated to have happened is what authorities say happened.
Yep.
That she went there for this car.
Mm-hmm. Correct. And me and my family have always assumed that that was exactly the case. But again, until, the police and everyone puts that in concrete, for us, then this has proved that exactly what we thought.
What was their big break?
I feel like so there was a lot of things that they are now announcing that we weren't aware of. They do have things, an example, they had showed a picture of a bottle of champagne that they say they drank to celebrate after they murdered my sister. Which we had never heard of before, and they've had these pictures. They also had the picture of my sister at the bank a couple of days before she told my mom she was going to meet with this individual.
Because she went to the bank to get the money, to withdraw the money to buy this car.
Correct.
A lot of this, or some of this evidence, was always there.
Correct.
Do you believe, had you been silent, this case would have gone dormant, never to be solved? Especially since these details, while your family was not aware, they were there.
Yes, absolutely. I've even heard directly from the authorities that had I not been so persistent, that it probably would not have gotten the attention that it did. I've done several podcasts, several news shows. I've done your talk show, and I think they realized that I was not going to stop fighting for justice.
Mm. Hensky Anacreon, the individual, pleaded not guilty. He's awaiting trial. His defense attorney told USA Today that she was killed by someone else, and that the suspect looks forward to holding the government to its very high burden. You have now someone arrested and charged. Now comes this potential trial. How have you prepared yourself and your family for this moment? Because this is the moment potentially of justice here.
Yes, so Hensky Anacreon, the accused, is currently awaiting trial. However, there's also an additional party who was also involved. It was more than one person, and he is now deceased, which for my family, it's unfortunate that they both won't be on trial, and we want to see both folks held accountable. However, one is deceased. We're mentally trying to prepare for the trial. It sounds strange, but it's like we almost never expected the justice. I fought for it. I was praying and hoping for it. But now that it's finally here, I think it's going to take some time for us to process and actually prepare for trial now that this is our reality.
Amara, this break in the case, you were always passionate. You were never going to give up the microphone for justice. How has it impacted the promise and pledge you've made to yourself to not let specifically these cases involving Black women fall to the wayside?
It's reaffirmed my commitment to what I do and why I do what I do. I want other victims and of other unsolved cases and other missing person to have what Rosey is having right now, which is the justice. And although, I give 100% credit to Rosey because she fought. I mean, she was not going to let people forget who her sister was and what happened to her sister. And I know that is why we are sitting here right now talking about the case being solved.
A sister's love.
Yes.
A sister's love. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
calling us and sharing your fight. It means the world to me to see this. Thank you to Rosey and Amara. You can listen to Black Girl Gone wherever you listen to your podcast. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Coming up, an update on the couple behind Netflix's American Nightmare. Years after their traumatic encounter, how they are making sure what happened to them doesn't happen to anyone else.